with participation from 25 town councils, 3 municipal councils, and 9 SPCAs from across the state. It was a very fruitful gathering, and we are very happy that our honorable advisor, Sri Kazheto Kinimi, was with us even yesterday. Sir, thank you for supporting us since the start of this workshop, and even today for gracing us with your presence. Of obituary references for those who has gone before us in our fraternity. We remember them even on this day. So these references have been taken since 2023 till date. So ladies and gentlemen, please fix your eyes on the screen. We pay our honor and respect to all of them. Ladies and gentlemen,
Almighty Father, the creator and sustainer of every being, the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and the descendants, and all our forefathers. We come before your throne of grace with humble submissions and thanksgiving, Lord. Because of your love and care, you brought us here in this manner. Lord, I want to dedicate this program and especially pray for all the participants created by you and given us responsibility to take care of all this.
The development of animal husbandry and veterinary services in Nagaland came into being in 1964. We have come a long way, and over the years, we have been seeing tremendous changes and development in the way the veterinary services are delivered. Even so, the pace of changes and progress is so fast today that we have to update and adapt ourselves with the recent advances in the field of livestock farming as well as healthcare services. At the same time, there are numerous challenges facing us as well, such as difficult connectivity, deficient infrastructure and facilities, and several constraints in meeting the basic requirements. On the other hand, the general public, and more especially the farming community, need to be made aware of the advanced technology and improved practices. It is also challenging for the veterinarians to mitigate the high cost of feeding of livestock and poultry. We also encounter emergence of new disease problems coming along with random import of livestock and poultry. every now and then. However, let us be optimistic that these challenges are also our opportunities to be more equipped and render our services with more sincerity, even sometimes to the extent of sacrificing our own benefit to encourage and promote the farming community. It is my firm belief that this officers' conference will enlighten everyone in the process of transforming the veterinary services from challenges to opportunities in the state. Once again, I, on behalf of the Department of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services, welcome you all to this state-level officers' conference. Thank you.
Then, Dr. Namsui told welfare. This officers' conference has been organized. So yesterday, with the topic of strengthening animal welfare, it was conducted where more than 160 stakeholders attended the training. From 3 municipal councils and 25 town councils and 9 SPCAs have attended the training program. The panel discussion was done exclusively on SPCA. Now, the Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals and Cruelty Against Animals, Act of 1960 was discussed in detail and made a resolution that all the SPCAs have to be activated in the districts, in all the districts, new and old. So total 17 districts will have to activate the SPCAs. Now, therefore, the CVOs and officers of the districts are to be ready to assist. You are to be ready to assist in the establishment of this SPCA and also the functioning of SPCA, because by default the CVOs are the member secretary of SPCAs. We cannot avoid it because it is a clear direction from the Supreme Court. So therefore, yesterday this resolution was taken, and as you go back to your posting places, this SPCA have to be immediately activated. Secondly, the slaughterhouse and clean meat production, public health and hygiene. This was also deliberated at length. And the ULBs desires that the veterans, the urban local bodies desires that the veterans assist the urban local bodies for pre and post-mortem examination for disease-free and clean meat, that is hygienic meat. So now the ULBs may come and request you for pre and post examination of meat products. The third takeaway for the officers in regards to PCA Act of 1960 is to work together, with the ULBs and municipal ULBs, town council and municipal council across the state. The animal welfare cannot be implemented in toto as per the PCA Act of 1960 without the participation of the ULBs. Therefore, the Department of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services invited the Department of Municipal Affairs for implementation of the animal welfare in all the districts. And accordingly, the director and the honorable advisor have consented to tie up with us, work together, and see that animal welfare is done on the ground. So this is the third takeaway. There was a tremendous response from the urban local bodies. As I've already mentioned, there were 3 municipal councils and 25 urban local town councils and 9 SPCAs who have attended yesterday's workshop. And the workshop was completed and resolved to disseminate the importance of animal welfare in all the corners of the state. Now, therefore, all the officers are requested to be ready to transform veterinary services. As today we have this transforming veterinary services, the challenges and opportunities. So we have to be ready to transform the veterinary services online with animal welfare activities, which will be satisfying service, which will give a satisfying service not only to the animals but also to the general public. Today, the officers' conference is built up in a very different manner, avoiding the conventional discussion of the activities of the department. Rather, the conference is designed in such a way that we introspect, retrospect, dissect, and transform the veterinary services which goes unnoticed to the public. The technical session will be deliberated on team building for the delivery of veterinary services to the farmers. The resource person is an expert in motivational deliberations, team building, and also a senior analyst for policy making of the department. So therefore, I request all the officers to be ready to attend the workshop in the technical session so that we will be equipped with better policies, with better team building, and with a better knowledge to give delivery of the veterinary services to the farmers.
Our special guest, Shri Kazheto Kinimi, Honorable Advisor of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services and Chairman of the State Animal Welfare and Advisory Board, Nagaland. I request our Director to kindly do the honors, bro. Thank you, sir. We would also like to felicitate our respected guest of honor, Madam Srimati Angelina Tajen, IAS, Secretary to the Government of Nagaland, Department of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services and Tribal Affairs. I request our Director, sir, to kindly do the honors again. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Now I have the extreme privilege to call upon,
in a small state like Nagaland, where many marginal farmers depend on agriculture and allied sectors, animal husbandry is not just an occupation, but an important source of livelihood, food security, and economic stability. Our demand for meat is among the highest in the country. Strengthening piggery, poultry, cattle rearing, and other livestock activities in Nagaland has great potential to improve the rural incomes. In this context, the role of the Department of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services becomes extremely important. Through veterinary health care, disease control programs, breed improvement and extension services to farmers, the department is making valuable contributions to the rural economy and the well-being of the livestock owners. As veterinarians, You are the backbone of all these efforts. Your work in the field, often in remote and challenging locations, ensures that veterinary care and government programs reach the grassroots level. Then, as again, veterinarians, we need to constantly upgrade our skills, our knowledge, because of the ever-emerging technology and evolving knowledge that keeps on taking place now and then. So we need to always keep up par with the latest technology, with the latest knowledge. So I think this conference will be a good opportunity for you all again to examine into that. This conference is also an excellent opportunity to review your achievements over the years, then discuss challenges that you face, and explore innovative approaches for strengthening the livestock sector and improving service delivery to the people. I am confident that with your experience, expertise, and dedication, the department will continue to play a crucial role in strengthening rural livelihoods and contributing to the overall development of Nagaland. Your efforts will make a lot of difference in the lives of farmers and livestock owners across the state. Let this conference inspire new ideas, stronger collaboration, and renewed commitment towards building a vibrant and sustainable livestock sector in our state. I wish the conference great success and fruitful deliberation. Thank you all, and God bless you.
This auspicious occasion sincerely appreciate the opportunity to address the gathering of officers who shoulder immense responsibility in shaping governance and public service. Officers' Conference is not just a formal gathering. It is a moment of reflection and revelation of goals, strategies, and renewed commitment. Each one of you plays a critical role in translating policy into action and vision into result. The strength of any department of institution lies not merely in its structure, but in the dedication of its office. Today, I would like to highlight to all the officers that governance is becoming a more dynamic and demanding citizen. Expect efficiency, transparency, and timely delivery of services. In today's evolving environment, leadership must go beyond routine administration. It must cultivate a forward-thinking mindset, continuously improvement, in innovation, where one must think outside the box and must adopt accountability and empathy. An effective officer is one who understands that authority is not a privilege but responsibility. Integrity must remain non-negotiable, and professionalism must be our constant guide. As officer, you are not only administrators but leaders and role models within your department. Your leadership determines how effectively policies are implemented on the ground. The culture you promote, whether of discipline, transparency, of innovation, set the tone of your times. Livestock is not merely an economic asset. For many rural families, it is security, income, nutrition, and hope. It extends the sustaining livelihoods and safeguarding communities. Livestock farmers must not just be beneficiaries, but partners. Therefore, your responsibility goes for beyond treatment and vaccination. Conferences like today provide a valuable platform to share experience, discuss honestly, and develop practical solutions collectively. This conference is an opportunity to reflect on achievement, identity, gaps, and share best practice across the state. Constructive dialogue today can lead to measurable progress tomorrow. Lastly, let this conference reform a shared vision to build systems that are efficient, responsive, and people can trick me today. Deliberation be productive, forward-looking, and solution-oriented. I wish the officers, conference of the Department of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Service a grand success. Thank you.
On behalf of the organizing committee, it is my honor to propose the vote of thanks for today's proceedings. To our special guest, Honorable Advisor Shri Kazheto Kinimi, we extend our deepest gratitude for gracing this occasion. Sir, your presence and guidance have been a source of immense encouragement to us all. To our guest of honor, Srimati Angelina Tajen, IAS, we thank you for your insightful address and your continued support of the department's initiatives. Our sincere appreciation goes to our director, Dr. Imumanan Setia, for his vision and leadership and constant support in making the conference a success possible. We thank Dr. Inato Jimomi for the solemn invocation and Dr. Guazin Lotek for the beautiful special song, and Dr. Chrisamazo for documenting the proceeding prepared. I'd like to thank each and every officer you've shown today have made this a highly impactful gathering. Policy analyst and development strategies to be the resource person, and we look forward for sharing your experience during the technical session. Our thanks to the media fraternity for your presence and support in highlighting
2, 1, and